Hey, how are you guys doing? You know, it's been about a week. I just got back from SEMA, and while out there, I had a chance to work the 3D booth again this year. Had a great time. Anyway, we had a demo hood out there, and we were playing with a product called HD Adapt. And I was watching a lot of guys do some dual action polishing, and while out there, it dawned on me that a lot of guys were moving the machine too fast across the surface. So I wanted to make a quick video today, and I wanted to explain something to you called abrasive isolation. Again, I'm going to say that, abrasive isolation. Now, what abrasive isolation is imagine all the abrasives packed together, these super small, tiny little abrasives packed together in your bottle compound. For example, we'll imagine HD Cut. Imagine this bottle filled with all these little abrasives, and that's what's doing your heavy compounding or your paint leveling to remove your defects, such as like swirls, holograms, and the basic stuff. Anyway, during this, when we have abrasive isolation, okay, what I'm talking about is keeping these abrasives packed tight. Imagine, for example, let's just say you had a bunch of marbles, and you laid the marbles down on a tabletop or a countertop, and then you took a plate and you laid this plate right there. What I'm talking about is keeping the marbles isolated, okay, under that plate as the machine moves. And what happens is if you get too crazy with the plate and you move the plate too fast, the marbles are going to scatter everywhere. Well, that's kind of what's happening when you take a machine and you control the movement a little bit better. You're going to control all them abrasives in one spot. Eventually, it's going to give you a better compounding. You're going to get a quicker, faster cut, and it's going to finish a whole lot better. So what I want to do is explain what I've seen people doing versus what they should be doing, and you'll get a feel for what I'm talking about. So what we're going to use is today a Rupes 21mm Bigfoot dual action polisher. Now the 21mm, that's the actual offset for the machine's throw. This machine will spread, it'll move like a natural hand wax. So as it spins or oscillates, what's going to happen is it's going to go off centered a little bit and kind of wiggle in a random movement. So it's not like your traditional rotary where it's more like a drill and it's just going to shoot right at you. So what I want to do is I want to show you, one, how to control the movement, but two, keep it controlled under constant pressure, and three, we're going to show you what not to do. So let's start off first with what I've seen guys doing versus what they should be doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little bit of a heavy compound here called HD Cut, and I'm going to just put 3 good sized drops on the HD. This is the HD polishing pad for microfiber. Of course, I'm going to throw the cord over my shoulder. Now we're going to put it down. Let's spread the product out a little bit, give it some work. Now, what most guys are doing is they're using this machine like a rotary polisher, and they're going to keep it constantly moving, but they're moving it too fast. So here's the movement that most people are doing. They're going to turn the machine on, and they're going pretty quick across the painted surface like this. Now, if you'll notice, I did the standard crosshatch pattern, but the machine, it moves pretty quick. I'm not actually allowing the abrasives to do much work this way. So what we want to do is we want to isolate those abrasives by slowing the machine down and having a constant pressure, which would allow the pad to keep rotating while doing it. So this is what I'm talking about when we say abrasive isolation. You want to isolate them, keep them tight. So you don't want, imagine all these marbles underneath here. And if you keep the pad and you move that quick, we're going to just throw marbles everywhere. But what you want to do is keep them packed tight. So when that machine is moving properly, the abrasives are going to stay in one spot. That's the ticket to a successful compound. Look at the movement and check it out. Now, what you're going to notice is I took my time. It took me a whole lot longer to get from here to here, doing it that way, controlled, versus kind of just moving across the paint. What I was doing was I was controlling all the abrasives. What you're going to notice is it will take you a little bit longer this way on the compounding, but when you're done, it's almost going to look like it shouldn't need polished. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I wish you the best. Have a great day.